As many of you know, I'm not a huge anime fan anymore. Many of today's anime I just haven't gotten into. Not for lack of time or anything, but because of the fans. Some of the fans I've encountered at conventions just kind of ruined it for me. I win. Growing up in the 90s, we had some amazing shows. Nickelodeon was in its prime, giving us such shows as, Saturday Night Nickelodeon's Nicktoons, and even Nick News W5. And what did the other channels offer? They offer some pretty kick-ass programming as well. They had Bobby's World, they had Tiny Toons Adventures, they had X-Men, Batman, Animaniacs. I can't say anything bad about these shows. These are just my childhood in its purest form. The one show I truly remember from all this that went on during the early 90s is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. In 1993, when it first came out, we had no idea just the significance of this. I mean, parents were going insane trying to find the action figures and toys to this. I mean, I remember seeing on the news and reading in the newspaper just how hard it was to find. It's just insane. I mean, you kind of compare it to today with the new game consoles, but because you see them in the store one week, and then all of a sudden you go to another store about, say, the same week, they don't have any more. Too bad a lot of the actors didn't really age too well. So how does anime and Power Rangers mix? Well, back in 1996, we were treated to a little lesser-known anime that sort of combines all the cheesiness and all the action that all these Super Sentai serials had. For those of you who don't know, the Super Sentais were actually were what the Power Rangers were in Japan. I mean, there's been series upon series, all this for many decades actually, and quite popular over there too. It's just the big outlandish monsters, going up against these people in brightly colored armor and stuff like that. But this anime takes all that cheesiness that all these had and combines it onto this, and that was Super Combat Duty Unit Shinesman. How does this series stack up to what we know and love today? Well, let's go take a look. So we start off things with a scary monster, terrorizing a city, which is basically something you always see in all these Sentai serials as well, which is quickly disposed because thanks to the Shinesman, a group of Japanese business associates in brightly colored armor.
Like a real wimp.
Nah, we just know how to kick tail now.
And not to be outdone, we actually have some pretty funny colors for this one too. You got the standard red, moss green, gray, sepia, and salmon pink. I don't know who thought of this. I'm just going to accept it for right now, because that's what I have to do for this. So we're introduced to our main character, Hiroya, who takes care of his younger brother, Yota. Yota is fascinated by the TV show Great Men. In itself, it's a parody of the Sentais as well.
What are they showing?
Unknown to Yota, Hirota is actually just like one of those on TV.
Mom!
My brother's a fanboy. Someday we'll go to a con.
The main enemies of this series actually kind of goes right into the whole parody that they're all Japanese businessmen. I mean, there have been Japanese business rivals too. Just corporate rivals, and they do all these things to give up the look of normal businessmen. All they wanted to do is, you guessed it, take over the world.
Of course!
And apparently one has a spaz free because their cousin's coming to help in this quest for taking over the world. So Hirota works at a training company known as the Right Training Company, and he was recruited into the Special Duty Combat Unit Shinesman all because of his interview. His father worked at this company, that's what he says, and he just says the right thing that ironically would become his new armor. In that blue suit there, he kind of looks like Phoenix Wright if you ask me.
Okay, Caramel,
The evil Prince Psyche, his cousin, infiltrates the local performance of the Great Men, which Hirota's little brother's actually watching.
but one must blend in.
So in traditional Super Sentai fashion, they come, they save the day, they get into a little bit of trouble, they still save the day, that sort of thing happens.
superheroes.
You got it, kid.
Oh my God! They killed Caramel! You bumster!
Sheena, get in the vortex.
Huh?
You're nothing but trouble, you little
Wait
brat.
a minute! I'm not done with them yet.
Sadly, this OVA only lasted 2 episodes. That's a shame, too, because I thought there was great potential in it. There should have been a lot more, but unfortunately, it was only reduced down to 2 episodes. So, it had a lot of potential. Sad to see that it didn't go anywhere. Maybe something will happen in the future. I don't know. But with redubbed Sentai films and TV shows around here in the United States, kind of don't really make sense to me, and I haven't really watched them in at least 15 years or something. I was 10 when the first one came out back in '93, and now I'm 26, so I just have to see no point in that. But I just only wish that there was a little more, for all these.
No. Hi.